Okay, hello, everybody. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so it's still set like yesterday. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 drops. So now I get it. I now understand why people like me. All these years, I haven't been able to figure it out. Well, now I know. Ugh. Uh, 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 eh. The reason why people like me, personality-wise, is that I'm an Uncle Io. The reason why it was so hard for me to see is, as the character entails, I've had my fair share of hell and have plenty of reason to be bitter and angry. But I choose not to be. And kind of the whole thing about IO is it's not so much about not doing what you need or whatnot to get by, but finding what it is that is fulfilling to you and making it where you can do it all the time. Sharing your life and experience with people. That's pretty fulfilling. Even if they are just random strangers, so to speak. Even if you never meet these people face to face. I guess I am some flavor of wise.
YouTube. Oracle. I'm sorry, but what do you mean?
As far as what? As far as, maybe I am some flavor of wise? Is that what you're asking me to elaborate on? Or the, me understanding why people like me? because the title statement is a comment of, well, understanding and observation that I've been trying to figure out for several years. I've been pretty likable by people for some time.
YouTube, Oracle, you were very wise indeed.
I don't like to say it, because I still have my faux pas. I still have points where I could definitely use to apply a bit more wisdom with the information I have. And thus far, I don't particularly like to say that I'm wise. But then again, what is wise without experience? What is wisdom without it? Yes, I know I said it wrong. I can tell you what experience is without wisdom, and that's called a learning opportunity. Now, a learning opportunity is not necessarily a good thing. Kind of like consequences. Not necessarily bad, but not necessarily good either. A prime example would be right now. The consequences of me streaming is people like you come in, stop, and chit chat a little bit. Is that a good consequence? To me, it certainly is.
YouTube, Oracle, from your own experiences and insights and feelings on it. I think people on here, particularly for the most part, seem to like you, and you're definitely an intelligent young man.
I know what you meant. Doesn't matter how bad it messed it up. I appreciate you. I might be a little too humble, though. Quote, quote. At least for nowadays. Dublin, that is not a toy! That is Khaleesi's potty mat. Stop playing with it. You might as well be playing with a pea-filled ball.
YouTube, Oracle, true. Dude, it's all good.
Yeah, I just don't typically let myself think that way because I don't want to. I refuse to let myself get an ego. I refuse. I refuse to think that I'm better than anybody else. Not gonna happen. I also refuse to say that anybody's better than I am. They'll be better than me at different subjects and tasks. Oh, hell yeah! I will not argue that one. But better than me on a whole? No. But I'm not better than them either. I may have learned better ways to go about things, but I'm still human.
YouTube, Oracle, talking to me is a great one, lol.
Yeah, I've been called a legend and things like that so many times, and I'm just like, what do you mean? I'm really not that noteworthy. People ask me, what's it like to be a living legend? I'm like, why would I know? It's like, I don't think of myself like that. Not at all. The closest I get is like, I'm a badass. I know it. So what? If there's something that needs to get done,
YouTube, Oracle, I'm a little floaty at the moment, gaming and getting to chat with you. Great consequence, lol.
hey, it can be. Very much so. Oh. Yeah, and that's the funny thing. It's like everything going on in the world. The fact that I stay caught up with politics and shit. Well, politics. More than half of it's just human rights now. And I hate having to call it politics. I really do. I'm very much a human rights kind of person. But probably because I see everybody as equal. It kind of makes sense.
YouTube, Oracle, I feel I'm nobody than anyone else, but damn, I'm good at who I am and what I do.
Exactly.
YouTube, Oracle, no better than.
Indeed. It's like we may have a skill that's better than one person, that doesn't make us better than them. On a whole. I'm someone who's very careful about keeping my pride in check. Some would say that I lack pride because I don't go out of my way to show it, and I go, no. I lack ego. I won't go out of my way to get credit. I mean, if you give me credit and I don't deserve all that credit, I'm going to say, hey, I don't deserve all that. This person does as well. It needs to be shared. I didn't do that alone. I don't care if I was leading the team. It was a team effort, and I'm just one cog. Even if I am the one that holds it together. I'm quite literally the anti-I in team, or as I like to say it, me in team. The reason I like to say it like that is because there's me there. You just gotta flip the letters around. And many people on the it's all about me side are well aware. I've ran into my fair share in the gaming industry. You want somewhere to cuddle in? Here. Then get your blankie. And that's part of the reason why when I do team games, I typically run support. Oops. Yep. Perk, 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 perk. As you asked for, baby girl. No. Remember, it's over here. Yeah, the exit's over here. Yeah, and I very much am anti those people. I cannot stand being on a team with those people. If I am assigned team leader,
YouTube,
I will kick those people off my
Oracle,
team.
it's getting to be a scary place. I have to agree.
Yeah,
Human rights being decent to one another has all gone out the window and down the toilet.
unless
I'm trying to stay as positive as I can.
unless an emergency hits, like a natural disaster. And that's something I've been observing for a couple of decades now. And been trying to speak out about. Shit. Ever since Katrina. Quite literally, ever since Hurricane Katrina. And I'm in Oregon. I've been in Oregon, except for a year, just a couple years ago, where I was over in PA. My baby. I kind of agree with everybody from there, and definitely prefer to call it PA over Pennsylvania. For some reason, Pennsylvania just isn't fitting of the people. PA would be more fitting. So I kind of get why they call it PA over just saying the state by name. I feel kind of bad when I'm talking to people from outside the United States, but
YouTube, Oracle, yes, I'd love a place to cuddle in. Don't we all? Lol.
yeah, she's no good and happy. Yeah, it's getting scary out there. And it's getting to the point where people like me are going to have to start standing up. Otherwise, this country is going to go downhill quick on a social side. And that's just it. There's plenty of legitimate, licensed, professional therapists out there who could tell you all the same shit. And the only difference is I lived it. Oh, no wonder you went out of there. Pew-wee! Oh, stinky farts. Trying to Dutch oven daddy because he got you? Well, you succeeded. Pew! I gotta make sure you didn't leave a turd under there. And you don't normally do shit like that, but that stunk.
YouTube, Oracle, you're not wrong on that. Dude, my neck of the woods, lol, funny you say that, lol.
That's right. You caught up right after I got back over here to Oregon, didn't you? You found my channel. If I remember correctly. I vaguely remember something about saying I just got back, and you were like, that's where I live. It's like, oh no. Because the first thing that went through my head was, man, a chance to actually be able to go and say hi to somebody in person other than my mods, which was awesome. And I missed it again. No. See,
YouTube, Oracle, I think that we are so divided that even if there was another big chaos event, that we'd still be divided. History is damn close to repeating itself.
yeah, it is. It is really damn close to repeating itself. Another big chaos event. That's the problem. We've got proof of the most recent, where both sides are doesn't matter who had a sign on whose lawn or what for who or whatnot. People are just getting together and helping each other because, well, shit, they lost everything. Each other's all they have. And that's why all these people that try to sit here and say humans are not social creatures, I have to sit here and go, bullshit. I'm an introvert and a hermit, and I still have to say bullshit. If I'm alone for too long, I lose my fucking mind. And that's not a joke. That's 100%. I start to lose my shit. We can want to be independent creatures and solo rangers all we want, but as a creature on a base, we don't have that choice. And it looks like somebody's trying to say something. We'll see. What you doing, boo?
You too. Oracle, I believe so. You are on the farm.
Yep. What's up, boo? Yep, I remember that. My problem tends to be not that I don't remember the events, but that I end up forgetting the names of the people that go with the events. I'll remember personality first, then face, then name.
That would be amazing. If you ever come this way, let me know.
Well, I will. I will let you know. Excuse me. I'm going to have to let a few friends in California know that I'll be going down that way before too long. If everything goes as planned. I'm going to have to make sure I get plenty of alcohol in me first before the flight, though. This Major's not meant to fly. Glide, I can handle gliding. I don't fly. At least in a glider, I have control. I can react to the differences in air pressure of the pockets I'm going through. And I don't like turbulence whatsoever. Because it feels like all the support of the plane just goes gone. And I've got a fear of heights. And it's the feeling of falling that's the worst. So, turbulent planes. Not bueno. No me gusta. And honestly, I don't know a much better way to put that. I don't like it. You want to see me arch up like a pissed off cat? That's yeah. Make me experience turbulence. That's exactly what you'll get. I go, yay! Mage is meant to be on the ground. I'm kind of like Toft in the way I am about being on the ground.
YouTube. Oracle, take me to Cali tour. Lol, I love visit NG Cali.
Well, I would be paying for my trip back. From the sounds of it. And then that's all I'm going to be able to pay for. It's going to be an interesting scenario for me. Nice points.
YouTube. Oracle, I can't even put my air conditioners out the second floor window of my outbuilding because of my heights phobia.
Yeah, I would probably have issues with that one too. I'm not going to say I wouldn't. I do have to say, part of my heights issue was the fact that I used to do parkour, and I was afraid of heights then. But I've never been able to do a rollout on landings. So anytime I landed, it was flat foot.
YouTube. Oracle, turbulences is the worst.
Landing flat foot from 2 stories up is very painful. If you can help it, never superhero land. It fucking hurts. Deadpool wasn't full of shit. Just saying.
YouTube. Oracle, yes, there is the Oracle LMAO.
Smartass says, "Don't call me sir. I entertain for a living. Call me mage." I've also accepted old guy, old mage, mage guy, just mage. Yeah, many different combinations. But sir is one of them that I do not accept. You can even say, "Hey, asshole," and I'll still happily respond. The difference is I'm the kind of asshole everybody loves. Because I'm an asshole when it matters. But yeah, I kind of came to the realization it's like I'm an Uncle Io type. I've had the gnarly experiences and whatnot to be one pissed off piece of shit. Angry at the world and at everything. But I choose to be happy. I found things that I enjoy and even help me. And I choose to be happy instead of being bitter and pissed off at the world. And having found that, I try to share it. I try to teach it to others. Not every student is willing to learn, as many teachers will well know. But if you were to ask, okay, then what's your T? Well, you probably are going to laugh and go, of course it is. What's my T?
YouTube. Oracle, I won't call you sir or late to dinner lol.
Nice job remembering that one. I was having a blank on it. What is my version of Uncle Iroh's tea? Weed. And that's just it. The crazy part is that I can relate so closely to Uncle Iroh, including threats on my life. I mean, physical, in the moment, I need to do something, threats on my life, not just, oh, I'm going to kill you. No, that's not the kind of threat on my life I was talking about. In the moment, if I don't do something, I'm going to be dead because of this person kind of threat on my life. I've also been in enough situations where if I don't do something now, this person's life could be gone. All of this without ever seeing war, never leaving the country. Growing up through the 90s. We're not perfect. We ain't anything we say we are, as far as that goes. The only way we're going to achieve what we say we are is to fix the freaking system. Because, yeah, it's broken. We sure the fuck is broken. It works to all of the advantage of all the millionaires.
Preach. Puff puff.
Yeah, I do several things to help keep me on the brighter side of things. Little less on the depression and regret. Do I have regrets? Oh, fuck yeah. There's nothing I could do about it. Not even then. Really, there wasn't. And I'm well aware. But instead of live in that torture, pain, and pit of despair, I don't forget the experience, but use it as a contrast to, well, lack of better words, find the joy that is in little things.
YouTube. Oracle, you got to be safe.
Yep. The way life is nowadays, things are overly complicated for the fact of benefiting somebody. Sometimes it's multiple people, sometimes it's one person. I think we need to work on cutting out the benefiting one person or few people and start working on the benefiting the bulk of people.
YouTube, Oracle, broken is the nicest way I think you can call it.
It's intentionally put nicely. Spend some time on my channel anytime I'm talking about anything political or justice wise. You'll definitely hear me put it not so nicely. The other nice way I tend to put it is FUBARD. If you don't know the acronym, I can certainly quote it. And that's still nicer than I've put it. And may put it in the future. Before too long, even. I can't necessarily say when I'm going to be irritated enough that I will just completely go off about it. Of course, I go off verbally, not physically. One of the things I grew up hearing all the time was if you're going to give somebody a piece of your mind, make sure you've got enough of a mind to give a piece of. I kind of thought that was funny. First several times I heard it. Because it was like, well, in my case, don't think I'm lacking, but hey, I'm going to make sure I do my homework and check my facts first. I've been told I should be doing all kinds of things.
Getting up and making a drink. You need anything while I'm up?
No, I'm good. I got most of my stuff taken care of. Mom gets off work around 3, and I gotta run then. That's a like from Salvo. Thank you, Salvo. Go out, get laundry soap, some groceries, meds.
Oracle, Fuba, hell yes it is.
Good, I don't have to explain that one to you. I like to offer explanations, but if I don't have to, it's always nice. But it's a lot harder to do in the written form. See, and this banter back and forth is why I don't do just straight podcasts. I gotta do lives. I need someone to interact with and be able to talk to. I'm not. Someone has to press the command prompt button for the machine to work, basically.
YouTube, Oracle, I think Judge Judy said it best. How many times are you going to piss on my shoes and tell me it's raining?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All these years, I've still never had a problem with Judy. Never. I've had a problem with so many judges in the past, but not once Judy. Not once. And that's saying something. That really is saying something. Like, I'm pissed on Trump's 34 felony counts. His punishment is nothing. Not figuratively nothing, literally nothing. No fines, no house arrests, nothing. Because supposedly he's going into office. I don't give a flying fuck if he's going into office. He broke the law. It's been proven he broke the law. And any one of us would be facing consequences.
YouTube, Oracle, Fiativa, Social Hit Law.
I'll actually do the cheers because there's about a 2-minute delay.
Oracle, there is such a lag on my comments, LMAO.
Yep. YouTube is not so good for the live side. It seems to be Twitch is a lot better about that. Jeez, my friend. If I do it social, I do it right. Use the real shit, not the reclaim. Okay. What do I need to get today? I mean, soda, water, laundry soap. So tempted to get a Dutch Brothers.
YouTube, Oracle, 100%. I need to get Bics. I need to get some Bic razors. I haven't had a Bic for a few months and it's been driving me nuts. Because I like to actually Bic my face after I've gotten the bulk of the trimming done. YouTube, Oracle, 420. Cheers. So, meds, laundry soap, Monster, a couple things of soda, so I'm not just drinking straight Monster. Bottle of rum, and probably some White Claws just because, well, alcohol without being too much. What's weird about that?
YouTube, Oracle, what you playing?
I've got Pal World up. Yeah, no, there's nothing weird about being happy to have caught me alive and chit-chatting. Nothing weird about that at all. No, feel comfortable and know that that's not weird. As a matter of fact, anyone from any part of my streaming that wanted to catch me live and come hang out, I'm all for it. It makes me feel good. It's part of what makes doing this worth it. I mean, the whole reason I started streaming was to get to chit-chat with people from around the world. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to be outside of the country. It just means they have to be not from where I'm at the moment. And hell, even if they're in the same town, I'm not going to get upset about that. Heck, it just means that if we're hanging out enough on stream, I might go, hey, let's go do something. Because how I am on stream is how I am. There's no mask up when I'm streaming. There's no acting. And, well, I act in some of my jokes. But other than that, no, I'm 100%. And out and about, if I'm not comfortable, I'll say something. I'm not just going to get angry.
Not rum.
You can have your vodka. I don't want the indigestion. You know what? I need to look that up. I just had a curiosity thought shoot through my head. What is the famous hard alcohol made by the Greeks? If there is one. Uzu?
YouTube, Oracle, face red heart shape.
Made from Athena oil in local spirits. Well, I'm not going to forget that spelling. That's pretty unique. Ouzo. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the...
YouTube, Oracle, I've got somehow it's legacy on. Okay, cool, I'm glad, thank you. What you see is what you get. Dude, your energy is definitely good.
Well, I can't say that I'm unhappy about that. Well, it certainly doesn't help when I just want people to leave me alone.
Out and about. I can sit there and I can have my spikes on. I can be wearing all black. People don't. Doesn't matter. People still know I'm friendly. I think
YouTube. Oracle, yes.
if I'm not mistaken, isn't Uzu the sister or cousin beverage to sake?
YouTube. Oracle, I hear that's some good stuff.
One thing I know for sure is I haven't tried that yet, and I was thinking about it a little bit back. But no, I typically am a rum drinker. I have been for some time. Turned 21 and
Oracle, put some hair on your chest, Keen, strong stuff.
I drink 151. I was pissed when Bacardi stopped making their 151. And I'm still on the hunt to find an equally good 151. I had to have my bartender tell me several times with the drink creations that I come up with that he couldn't make them because they were too strong by OLCC standards. There was one I came up with and he said, okay, that follows all the rules, but I could only serve one of these to any one person a night. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, that certainly wouldn't work. He's like, no, not for the way you drink. Catch this. Do you know what a cement mixer is? If not, I can happily explain.
Oracle, have you tried absinthe?
I have not tried absinthe. I know Everclear just kind of made me sad. The burn is too different. The burn of that Bacardi 151 was just perfect. Let me put it to this way. There is, now that Bacardi is not making 151, unless there is someone within so many,
Oracle, I remember Cabana Boy Rum.
unless there is someone within so many miles of me that has a bottle of 151, there is nothing within that many miles of me that can actually make me melt. Something so good that was literally better than sex. I would take a shot of 151 and sip on the motherfucker for 15 minutes and savor every fraction of a second. The burn was perfect. my 23rd birthday, I think it was. I was hanging out at my local bar, doing karaoke, as I typically did. And I had the money to actually drink. So I did. It was about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I had just finished off my fourth mixed drink. Went up to my bartender Charlie and said, "I'd like to get another one, if you would." He's like, "You sure you got this?" It's like, "Yes, very much so." He says, "Okay, but you gotta make me a bet." I said, "What's that?" He says, "I'm gonna make you a drink. If you can drink it and keep it down, I'll pay for your next drink and give you $30. I looked at him and said, "Okay, deal. What's the drink?" He says, "You know what a cement mixer is?" I said, "I've heard of it. Know what it's supposed to do. Been curious if it would." He chuckled. He made me the cement mixer, came back, handed it to me. I went off, took my time, drank my cement mixer, finished it, came back, handed him the cup, and said, "So, did you want me to wait a little bit for that next drink, or what? Because I could see that you were getting a little concerned."
Oracle, I used to drink rum a lot but switched to vodka.
He says, "Yeah, give it about 30 minutes, and then come on back." The whole time, that whole 30 minutes, he's watching me, just waiting for me to throw.
Oracle, bring on some meat or moonshine.
And the whole time, I'm just doing my do, playing some pool, singing karaoke, going out smoking, coming back, socializing. Come back to him 45 minutes later. It's like, "So, we good?" He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" I told him what I wanted, and he's like, "No, no, no. What do you really want? Because you earned it. I have never seen somebody survive a cement mixer after what I've already given you." It's like, got a cast iron gut. What can I say? He's like, "I don't know, but I can definitely say you can hold your liquor." I think that was the first time I had a 7 and 7. I've not had the chance to try moonshine yet. I really, really want to. And I'm not talking that store-bought bullshit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I can tell. That bullshit in the stores, it's not
Oracle,
moonshine.
THW drink, not the actual mixer construction equipment, LMAO.
Exactly. No, I was told what the cement mixer drink was well beforehand. I had an idea what I was in for. A little bit. I had heard the stories, didn't know what it was made of. Got to see what it was made of. It's like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense as to why a lot of people would have trouble with it. But I don't have trouble with curdled cream or milk or whatnot. It's only if it's sour do I have trouble with it. On the flip side, I love sour cream. Yes, I love plays on words as well. I like to make people think.
I like to make people think in a way that's not too judgmental, otherwise they're going to slap themselves in the face. Like I got my buddy the other day. Yesterday.
YouTube, Oracle, Guts of Steel. Or you got a bit of Irish in you.
I've definitely got some Irish in me, as well as Scottish. As well as Greek. And then on top of that, I'm on the autistic spectrum. Yeah, alcohol takes a bit. A 2-pint of 151 still only lasts me 3 to 4 days.
Oracle, yes, I do on that moonshine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be buying no store-bought moonshine. Fuck that
YouTube,
shit.
Alexander Marcus, Rick 1J.
I was gonna say I don't have one, but that might be a lie. It's not ready, but there might be one there. I'm not gonna lie. How you doing, Alexander?
YouTube, Oracle, lol.
Oh. So, Alexander, as the title says, I figured out why people like me. I've got the Uncle Io personality type. Character type.
YouTube, Alexander Marquis. I'm well HBU.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Just got my pay and looking at,
YouTube, Alexander Marquis. Why is that lol? YouTube, Alexander Marquis. Who is Uncle Lyle?
Uncle Io? Avatar The Last Airbender? If you have not seen, I can get you up a little bit. He's actually a very unique character in the series. And I have to say, it's kind of weird to be able to relate to Uncle Io. Especially for somebody in my day and age.
YouTube, Alexander Marquis. The chat is delayed lol.
Yes, it is. YouTube has been really bad about that the last couple of days. And I don't know why. Because I didn't set it that way. I think it's just because YouTube's not technically meant for live streaming. Not really. This is one of their weak points. They're definitely worse about it than Twitch. For real. Yeah, I was chit-chatting with Terry the other day, and it was literally a 3-minute delay. That's how come Oracle and my eyes were messing with me there. Sorry, Oracle. I almost called you Grizzly because that's what my eyes were seeing at first. I'm like, there's no way. It was Oracle. Okay, that does say Oracle. I think I might have done that to you once before because my eyes didn't see it right. But in the series, Uncle Io is the literal uncle of Prince Zuko, who is the Prince of the Fire Nation. I mean, I don't know how much you know or how much to go into it, but Uncle Io is a beloved character by, well, one, all of the fandom, or at least most all of the fandom, and then several people outside the fandom. Because even though Io has gone through so much bullshit, so much hell, he still chooses to be happy and look on the brighter side and try to enjoy life. I'm not Jay. Jay's my little brother. I talked to him yesterday on stream. One of my little brothers. He's only my little brother by a couple of months and a couple of just. Otherwise, we're basically twins. I mean, for real.
YouTube, Oracle, I haven't seen many lives on Twitch, just watch Avatar videos.
I get it. No, Twitch seems to be the primary live spot other than TikTok. YouTube really is not too good about it. So.
YouTube, Oracle, LMAO Grizzly.
That's why I had to take the double looks. Like, wait a minute, did I see that right? No, it does say Oracle. Okay. Okay, where is the nest of stink bugs so I can get rid of it?
YouTube, Oracle, look at you calling me out for not shaving LMAO.
I wasn't talking about you. I hate having a mustache. Personally, I would either stick to my jawline beard or a goatee. Oh, I thought I was stepping on an animal for a second. Why does it sound like Mom just pulled up? Did she text me? No. No. Okay. She normally would text first. Let me know what's up so that way if I'm doing an adult stream, she doesn't accidentally walk in. Understandably so. Which I will actually be able to start doing here soon. I also got to get links on both Twitch and freaking YouTube straightened out. I need to see about getting a case for my phone and some kind of like harness for it so I can wear it or something
some kind of rig so I can actually use it out and about and stream. Because that would be really nice. But I think I'm going to have to primarily focus on the indoor stuff for now. I mean, it is winter season, technically, still. And the number one and two things I need are a new camera and a new hard drive. Christmas was not very nice to me, technologically speaking. And this time I think I'm going to have to pay a little bit extra and make sure it's a solid state drive. Because, well, my hard drive could fall a bit. And that's what happened to the last one. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, I think it was Christmas Eve morning, it fell, hit the ground, and sounds like the needle got knocked off the discs. If you know anything about disk style hard drives, this is the death of a drive. Because, yeah, you could put the needle back in place. You could do that all day long.
YouTube, Oracle, and when's THST again, lol.
The not safe for work stuff will be coming up in the next couple of days. I will be putting posts on YouTube for it. So watch the post section for my channel. Speaking of which, I think I put a poll up there a while ago and forgot to check it. Oops. I feel like an ass. That's why I don't like the YouTube post section. Your channel. Playlist community. Okay, but I want posts. Community? Yep. There's no sleep stream. Trailer move. Okay, I guess I didn't have anything there. Might have been frickin' Twitter. I don't even know how I'm gonna try to find that. Fuck that hellscape. Trying to find something on Twitter is a joke. Yeah, it was a couple of weeks back. I was trying to see what I should play. I had a list of games that I hadn't started yet, or ones that were enjoyable to play. I was just like, what do you guys want to see? Well, of course, I threw it out to Twitter, so it didn't do any good. I mean, Twitter. It didn't do a lick of good. I mean, over Christmas, I got Helldivers 2, Cult of the Lamb, a few others.
Oracle, page hard drive.
3 terabyte, go bye-bye. I mean, I've still got the darn thing, but it's a paperweight. With a light that won't stay on. Yeah, I need to look at getting a good camera. If not a couple of, at least one good one and a few wireless decent ones. And I've got to look at getting a new USB bar too. Yeah, I gotta replace the equipment that was lost to the cats.
YouTube. Oracle. I left Twitter, went to Blue Sky.
I haven't hopped over to Blue Sky. I kind of stick on Twitter and help hold it down. Part of the few holdouts over there that's still trying to get the information out. Doesn't mean it works out too well, but no. Part of the reason why I'm anti-religion is the whole being anti-ego thing. They kind of go hand in hand. Not necessarily, but I've seen some really cool religious people that don't have any kind of ego to them, and it's beautiful to see. And I'm not gonna mess with those people. I'm gonna leave them the hell alone. They ain't doing nothing. Yeah, Alexander, if you're still here and you're not at work, take some time and look up Uncle Io from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Even if you're not an anime fan. And I don't know nothing about the movie, so I can't say anything about that. The live action one. I know nothing. Don't want to know anything. Just from the previews I saw. But no, a lot of people look to Uncle Io as kind of a wise person and one that a lot of people like to seek advice from. And for the longest time, I mean, I did the whole Avatar quiz, and I never take those things any kind of seriously. And that's all that's ever come up for me is Uncle Io. Of course, anytime I did the quiz, except for the last one, I didn't know who Uncle Io was. I just knew he was part of the Fire Nation. I'm just like, meh, Fire Nation, meh. Then I really took the time to get to know who he was, and I was like, no, no, he's a fucking badass. I can see why people like this guy. He is the true depiction of what a badass is. They're not out there making a show of it. They're not trying to have some big charade or charade and not make a scene. They're trying to live a happy life. not by hurting others, but by enjoying the things that they have access to, and slowly making their way if they're not quite content.
YouTube, Oracle, I'll have TK check out Avatar. I've yet to really watch it.
Oh, dude. Worth it. The way they use humor in it is beautifully done. You have to be ready for a little bit of Looney Tune style humor in different parts. It will catch you off guard if you're not prepared for it. But honestly, it is the perfect place for that style of character to fit in. Well, as much as they can fit in. And honestly, thinking about it in that light, it kind of does bring everything together. It kind of makes sense as to why Mage fits me so well. But yeah, it's definitely something that it's a bit of a revelation if you don't realize it and then suddenly do. It's like, oh, that's why I can't escape it. Because I'm just being myself. Literally.
Oracle, I was more Sailor Moon for anime.
Sailor Moon was pretty good. I'm not gonna hate on Sailor Moon. Not gonna. As far as older anime goes, there's only one samurai I'm looking for, and his name just happens to be Jack. Supposedly, people are saying Afro was around the same time. I mean, that didn't seem like it to me, but I know I don't necessarily get stuff released when it's released. Don't necessarily see it then, so. But Afro was really fucking good too. I honestly got into quite a lot of anime after a while, but really, I have to say where it all started was Initial D. Sure, I got to see and enjoy Samurai Jack beforehand. I got to see and enjoy Dragon Ball beforehand and all that, but Initial D just sealed the deal for me. I've always been such a fan of, well, drifting, racing, car culture. Now, I don't know shit about mechanics. I might be able to change the oil. Maybe. It's one of those, I can add fluids, change the wipers, change the tire. Anything after that, I am going in blind. I don't have a bloody clue what I'm doing. You gonna go get it?
YouTube, Oracle, I've seen a few of those.
Yeah. Freaking
growing up, my buddies and I would, when I could, get together for Saturday nights and watch Saturday night cartoons on Adult Swim. Of course, I would start Friday night and go all the way to Sunday morning when we all went home. So we would quite literally just stay the night at each other's house just to watch anime and play video games. And then, of course, me being me, everybody's favorite anime came on, and I was just like, cool. There's a system available. Because I could do both. I would sit back and be watching 3 different people play and keeping track of every last bit of it.
YouTube. Oracle. What no Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff Girls was perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I still love Mojo Jojo. I will never stop loving Mojo Jojo. I still think it was hilarious when they got together and formed the Beatles. I have to say, that was so comical. And the first thing when I saw that came to my mind, even at that young age, was, okay, come on. The Beatles are rolling over in their grave. I didn't realize not all the Beatles were dead.
YouTube. Oracle. There used to be these cool anime MOBAs based off old PlayStation games called Battle Arena Toshinden. It was pretty good. I also got into Darkstalkers. They should bring that back.
There was also one off of RoboCorps. As well as the original Roughneck series, which was the animated Starship Troopers. Along that line, the game that came between Helldivers 2 and Helldivers 1 that was anything close to Starship Troopers, called Deep Rock Galactic, I was a member of the dev testing team, and I was very happy to pay into it. I can't say I have had much of a better experience than Deep Rock for games that I've tested. Those guys. And they're still listening to the community and keeping on the game and whatnot more than 5 years later. It's fucking great to see. It makes me proud, and it makes me very proud and happy to hear when people enjoy the games that I work on. There's one not so much, but I'm still glad they like it, even if I'm not happy, excuse me, about the turnout of the work. I mean, I'm happy so many people love Fortnite and the gunplay. I was kind of working on that for a reason. It was kind of intentional. So to know that myself and the other members of the team that I was working on did do such a job that you guys enjoyed so much feels great. What doesn't feel great was getting screwed out of the pay that I was told I was supposed to get for doing the job. What's even worse was they screwed one of my little brothers out of his pay. Nope, sorry, two. I forgot. Demon was screwed out of his too. I didn't know him at the time, but nope, he was part of it as well. Whoop. I've been in dev testing for a while. From back when you actually had to go scouring the internet to get access to dev tests. And I do mean scouring. Dublin, it's not a toy. I'll make Loki run you over. Loki, get Kitty. Get Kitty. Get her. Alright, go to bed. Go to bed. That's what you get for messing up the potty pad, Dublin. Good boy, boo boo. Good boy.
YouTube. Oracle. Which game is that? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, the one that I'm disappointed in? Or the one that I was proud of? Monster. There you go, Eater. That's for being a good boy, Nathan. And Khaleesi, as soon as I see you use this potty pad, you get one. But not till then. The one that I was most proud of is called Deep Rock Galactic. Essentially the game that was anything close to Starship Troopers between the two. Helldivers games. Different company, slightly different scenario, but still itches that scratch, or scratches that itch. I was about to say itches that scratch. Nails and circuit boards. I need crystals for that. Is it this one that has all the space in it? Build myself in the cupboard. Alright, time to come out of the closet, bud. Nope, not that one. Seriously, Windows, are we going to have to go through this again?
YouTube. Oracle. Both.
The one that I was disappointed in is, Fortnite. Like I said, I love the fact that people enjoy the game. I dislike how it all happened. I dislike the fact that I got screwed out of my pay for the work as well. You don't get to sit there and stare, Khaleesi. And I have to keep getting after goddamn cat. She keeps fucking up the dog's potty pad. Rat. And then my blanket. You know what, little Miss Zoomies? You're about to get you a little bit of a butt spanking. Should be in a butt. Yes, you. Yeah. You're not listening. You keep messing up her potty pad, and you keep messing up my blanket. My little zoomy butt.
Sheesh! Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, monster? Hi. I need ingots. Right.
YouTube. Oracle. I did that a long time ago, lol.
When you can't remember what it was you said. Right here. Poor Brenda got her phone stolen. That's why she missed a few days.
Oh, that messed up. I'm sorry that happened. I never played it.
Dude, yeah. I've had whole. I've done whole streams chewing out Epic for things they've done. That's not the only reason why I dislike Epic. I don't really care for Fortnite, but I did help make it. And every now and then I really need to go in and play it. But, I mean, 100%. When we were making it for kids. 100%. That's what they told us. That was the goal we were working towards. And that's how I made it. It needed to be, the gunplay needed to be easy to pick up, easy to work with, and not too hard to tell exactly where you were at. And you know, it's not too hard once you know what you're doing. But at that point in time, they didn't. They also didn't have, before those of us who worked for them didn't get paid, they didn't have the experience that we all had. And it wasn't that what they put out for the test was bad or anything. It was just several of us made it blatantly clear, hey, dude, don't put build mode in multiplayer. Don't do it. Everything we've built and set up here, if you throw this into multiplayer, it's not going to play right. It's going to play completely differently.
YouTube. Oracle. I can see it happening. You said, cone out of the closet now, buddy, and I said it did that a long time ago.
I was referring to my character. I'm not typically one to tell people to come out of the closet unless they're just being hateful about it. If they being hateful towards someone in the community, yeah, I'm going to tell people to come out of the closet then. Other than that, nah.
Shit, I ain't got much room to speak. Most people that know that I'm non-binary are y'all and Mom. Dad doesn't accept it. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand biology like that. And I'm just like biology and genealogy. Like, okay, I'm not gonna push it because I'm not gonna get upset if someone calls me a he or a male. I'm too used to it. I really am. I mean, if someone's sitting there popping off and talking shit, it's like, yeah, no, I'm non-binary, bitch. Don't group me with those other fucks. I don't fit that. There's a reason I don't fit that. Don't mess me up with those stereotypes. It's not going to work. One being, I have a completely different idea of what strength is. Because personally, you could be a bodybuilder. That don't make you strong. Just means physically, hey, you can do more. Sweet, good job. It doesn't mean somebody with bigger mind like mine can't bring you down to your knees with just words. True strength is knowing when you need to do that and knowing when to not. True strength is actually in caring. Not in, I can get the most of this. That's not strength. It's competition. And it's a toxicity that's leached into our, well, at least our country. I don't know about all countries. I'm not exactly a minimalist, but I don't exactly keep a bunch of stuff. Primary reason? I don't need it. Oops, I forgot to close the pepperoni bag. Why have stuff you have no use for? Why buy it? And that maybe that's just a personal thing. That's the other thing. I need to look at getting a battery pack for my Xbox controller. See, I still kind of get collectibles and knickknacks. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying nothing against that. But why would you go out and buy how many ever hundred or thousands of dollars 3D printer if you're not going to use it? It looks cool, sure, but use it. You can do so much with one of those. Seriously. The amount you can do with a 3D printer is ridiculous.
YouTube, Oracle, agreed.
That's why I can't support things like anyone having a jet or a yacht when there's people without food, housing, and basic necessities, healthcare. I don't think that's okay. Personally. Hey, if everybody got what they need and you can still do that, I don't exactly have room to bitch. or say anything. If we've got what we need and can get some luxuries through working, if we can save up and get our luxuries and shit like that, I can't argue. One thing I will argue is that entertainment is a necessity, not a luxury. And I will say that from the mental health side of things. And I don't have any kind of worry that a mental health professional would disagree. Primarily because I sit here and listen to them all too much. How do you go to therapy? I sit and listen in on the psychology conferences. And then talk to people about it on stream.
Oracle in my Xbox as well.
Nice. I've got to get my Ultimate paid up. Almost expired, if not expired. It tried to take it day before yesterday, and I just got paid today. What time is it? 2:22. I do need to start getting ready slowly. I'm going to have to stop stream for too long because, like I said, I got to go shopping. Yeah, it's dirty clothes. Okay. The Chihuahua comes with. Chi-Chi, come on. Hop over on your bed for now. On your bed. The kitty's not going to get you. She's not going to get you. You've went to go get her more than she's gone to get you. For real. Yeah, right here for now. I've got to get ready. What's that, Dubs? Daddy can turn on the other faucet for you. Back by the boo. And then brings the Ezra cell phone back. Ouch. And turn it on with music for Loki. So that way Loki's got some kind of sound and is not completely and utterly bored. Having absolutely nothing to hear except water. You want some music, boo-boo? Yeah, you want some music? Maybe better put on some music for you. Let's not do that one. Let's do... Nope, not that one. Loki's more used to this kind of music. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.